3 new sedans seniors can blindly rely on for life. Here's why. Let me tell you about a phone call I got a few weeks back. A man, 71 years old, just retired. He called me up, a little embarrassed, and said, "I think I bought the wrong car." He'd let his son-in-law talk him into something flashy. Big screen in the middle, buttons buried 3 menus deep, and now every time he gets in, he feels like he's fighting the thing just to turn on the heat. He didn't need flashy. He needed something that just works every single morning without making him think about it. And that's the whole problem, isn't it? Nobody at the dealership is telling you the truth. The car that looks the safest in the commercial and the car that's actually right for your life after 60 are not always the same car. I've spent years around these vehicles, and I've watched too many good people sign papers on something that fights them instead of helping them. So today I'm keeping it simple. 3 sedans, brand new 2026 models. The kind of cars you buy, drive for the next 10 or 15 years, and basically forget to worry about. No climbing up into them. No giant tablet you need your grandkid to explain. Just honest, reliable cars built to make your life easier. And stick around to number 1, because it does one small thing with its dashboard that drivers with stiff hands or arthritis are going to absolutely love. Most companies stop doing it. This one didn't. If you've ever been burned by a car that looked great and drove like trouble, you already know what this list is about. Hit that like button, and let's find you something better. Number 3, the 2026 Hyundai Sonata Hybrid. Now, here's something funny about the Sonata. A lot of folks walk right past it. They see the Toyota badge, they see the Honda badge, and they figure those are the safe choices. The Hyundai? They're just not sure about it. And that hesitation is exactly why this car is such a smart buy right now. Because while everybody else is fighting over the same 2 brands, the Sonata is quietly giving you more for your money. Let me paint you a picture. A woman came to mind when I was thinking about this car. Recently widowed, handling her own finances for the first time in a long while, and watching every dollar. She wanted something new, something dependable, but she did not want to spend $40,000 to get it. That's the Sonata's sweet spot. Exactly. You can get into a brand new Sonata Hybrid starting right around $29,000 to $30,000. And for that price, you are not getting a stripped-down penalty box. You're getting a hybrid that sips fuel like a tiny little economy car. We're talking up to 51 miles per gallon combined on the base trim. Think about what that means in real life. You're stopping for gas about half as often as you used to. For somebody on a fixed income, that's money that stays in your pocket for groceries instead of going into the tank. And here's the part I really want you to hear. After a few years where some car makers got a little screen happy and buried everything in a touchscreen, Hyundai walked it back. They put real buttons back in this car for your climate and your audio. So when you want to make it warmer, you reach down and turn a knob. You don't go hunting through menus while you're trying to watch the road. It's also genuinely safe. The 2026 Sonata earned the IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus, which is their highest honor, and a 5-star overall rating from the government's testing. And the good stuff isn't locked behind the expensive trims. Even the base model comes standard with blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, and lane keep assist. So when you're backing out of a parking spot at the grocery store and somebody's coming, the car is watching that corner for you. Now I'll be straight with you because that's the only way I know how to do this. The Sonata sits a little low and sleek. It's got that sporty roofline, so getting in and out of the back seat isn't quite as easy as a taller car. If you've got grandkids climbing in and out of the back constantly, just keep that in mind. But for you in the driver's seat, it's comfortable, it's quiet, and it's an awful lot of car for the money. And then there's the warranty, which honestly might be the best reason of all. Hyundai backs this car with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and 10 years on the hybrid battery too. 10 years. That's not a company hoping you go away. That's a company standing behind what they built. The Sonata is the value play, the smart money choice. But the next one? The next one is about comfort, and about one door that opens wider than you'd expect. Number 2, the 2026 Honda Accord Hybrid. If the Sonata is the smart buy, the Accord is the one people fall in love with. There's a reason this car has been a favorite for decades. It just feels right. You sit down in it, and everything's where your hand expects it to be. No learning curve, no figuring it out. You just drive. I think about a fellow who'd been driving the same old sedan for 16 years. 16 years. And he was nervous about change. He didn't want some spaceship. He wanted a car that felt familiar, but newer, safer, easier on his body. And the moment he sat in the Accord, I watched his shoulders relax. He said, "Oh, okay, I can do this." Here's the thing about the Accord that nobody mentions at the dealership: the visibility. Honda gave this car thin windshield pillars and a big rear window, so you get plenty of visibility all around. And that matters more as we get older than most people admit. As your neck gets a little stiffer over the years, you can't twist around the way you used to. So the car needs to do that work for you, with more glass and fewer blind spots. The Accord does exactly that. It's also roomy where it counts. The doors open nice and wide, and the seats sit at a height where you slide in instead of dropping down or climbing up. For anybody whose hips or knees complain in the morning, that's the difference between a car you dread getting into and one you don't think twice about. And the trunk is one of the biggest in its class. Got a walker or a wheelchair you need to load? You'll have the room. That's not a small thing. That's everyday life. On fuel, it's right there with the best, getting around 51 miles per gallon in the city. And the pricing is fair, with the hybrid starting in the mid-30s. And just like the others, the safety is standard, not extra. Every single Accord comes with Honda Sensing, which is their full safety package. Automatic braking if something stops in front of you, lane keeping help, adaptive cruise that keeps your distance for you on the highway, and blind spot monitoring is standard from the SE trim on up. The Accord holds its value beautifully too, which means 3 or 4 years down the road, if you ever decide to sell or trade, you're not taking a big loss. The car you lose the least money on isn't always the cheapest one on day one. The Accord proves that. This is the comfort pick, the one built for your body. But number one? Number one is the car you buy when you simply want to stop thinking about your car forever. Number 1. The 2026 Toyota Camry Hybrid. You knew it was coming, didn't you? And maybe part of you is thinking, the Camry? Everybody has a Camry. And you're right, they're everywhere. But let me tell you something, they're everywhere, because they're right. That's not boring. That's earned. A man told me once, right after he bought his, that he just wanted peace of mind. That's the word he used, and I haven't forgotten it, because that's exactly what this car gives you. Peace of mind. The kind where you turn the key, it starts, it goes, and you never once think about whether it'll let you down. For 2026, the whole Camry lineup is hybrid now, and the fuel economy is just wonderful, up to 51 miles per gallon combined. And here's the price that surprises people. It starts right around $29,000. Brand new. A car with this reputation at that price is honestly hard to beat. Now, here's the promise I made you at the very top of this video. The dashboard. Toyota kept the real knobs, big ones, the kind with a grippy, textured surface you can feel under your fingers without even looking down. And that might sound like a tiny detail until I tell you this. Tens of millions of Americans live with arthritis, and most of them are over 55. If that's you, then a knob you can grab and turn by feel is the whole ballgame. It means you adjust your heat or your fan with your eyes still on the road instead of poking at some flat glass screen searching for the right spot. Most car makers rip those knobs out because a screen looks prettier in a brochure. Toyota left them in. They built this car for the person actually driving it, and the reliability is the stuff of legend. I've seen these Toyota engines run past 300,000 miles on nothing but regular oil changes. Consumer Reports gives it strong reliability marks, and parts are everywhere. Any mechanic in any town can fix a Camry without waiting 2 weeks for some special part to ship in. The whole package, blind spot monitoring and safe exit assist, comes standard, not just on the fancy trims. And it sits at a nice, comfortable height where you slide right in. This is the one you buy when you're ready to make your last car decision a good one. When you just want to get in, drive, and live your life. So there they are. The Hyundai Sonata Hybrid, the smart money buy that gives you more than you paid for. The Honda Accord Hybrid, the comfortable one built around your body. And the Toyota Camry Hybrid, the one you buy when you want to stop worrying about cars for good. But listen, before you go anywhere near a dealership, do me one favor. Test drive it the right way. Don't just sit in it. Get in, get back out, and do it a few times. Open the trunk and imagine loading what you actually carry. Make sure it fits you, your body, your life, the way you really drive. The car has to fit you, not the other way around. And if this helped you today, or if you've got a friend or someone in your family who's about to walk onto a car lot, do them a kindness and send this their way. Hit that like button so more folks who need honest advice can find it. And subscribe, because I put out videos like this every week, looking out for drivers just like you. Take care of yourself, and take care of your car. It'll take care of you right back.